in your opinion, what is an ideal PA?
It is less to do with intelligence and much more to do with the ability to talk to patients and the ability to understand our strengths and our weaknesses. I think a good PA is able to come into a practice and integrate themselves so wholeheartedly that the practice doesn't know what they do without you. And most of us are able to achieve that, and research supports that PAs, although most of the research is from the States, it is still supported here in Canada as well. PAs come into a practice and they're able to integrate themselves in a way that patients know their name, and you know the patient's name. Doctors don't know what they do without you, and the admin staff appreciate your efforts. So to me, a good PA really does that. A good PA continues with their learning process, looks at the new things coming out, finds gaps that no one else knew were there, and is able to find ways to fill them, come up with ideas, and really be an integrated person in the healthcare system.
And what do you love about being a PA? Or when you were doing your clinical practice, what were some of the things that really fulfilled you when you went to work?
Yeah, it was patience. I mean, I think that's got to be it for all of us, right? It's patience. I have been at the bedside of many people when they died, and I actually really appreciated it. Mm-hmm. I felt so blessed and so lucky that I was allowed into a space that was so personal and very private and vulnerable. And I was not only allowed but welcomed into that space with patients and their families. There's hope in death, although as a society and culture we don't acknowledge that, or we can't find that, but there is hope in death. It may not be life, but there is hope in death. And it's a beautiful process that is inevitable for all of us. So being at their bedside it was just inexplainable for me. And there are certain people that I'll never forget. Their families that I'll never forget. They had an impact on me and impacted how I viewed the world and how I approached it. Mm-hmm. So and I think most of us would feel that patients were the ultimate reward.
Yeah, and I think it especially makes you look back on your own life and sort of makes you evaluate the way that you're living it, how you're doing it purposefully, intentionally.